श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तः पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। हरि ओम नमस्कार। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। How to make heard knowledge into accepted knowledge is a question given by some. First of all, Shravanam is a technical word in Vedanta. When your Shravana becomes Shravana, then the chance of what? Getting accepted happens. What is the meaning of Shravana? Shravana does not mean listening. Shravana means Tatparya Nirnaya. What? At the end of the listening, what should happen is the ascertainment of the topic under discussion. Let us say a teacher has talked about Einstein's theory of relativity. At the end of that entire talk on that, what should the conclusion for the student be? E is equal to mc square. Not just as a heard knowledge, but as an understood knowledge. Is that okay? This is what the teacher was trying to say. Whether I have experience, directly, who is experience E is equal to mc square? Anyone? But we have understood it completely and we know this is what the teacher was trying to say. What is it? Einstein's theory of relativity is equal to mc square. Not because just you've mugged it up, but you've understood this, the import. Similarly, Vedanta, you study so much, exactly the verse we are doing. Grantham abhyasya medhavi. An intelligent student listens, and at the end of it, what should be the conclusion of the student? What is the Tatparya Nirnaya of Vedanta? Please, can you all tell me? What is the final this? What should you understand with so many books, so many things you have read and heard and understood and studied? What is that final conclusion you should come to? What is the Tatparya Nirnaya? Jiva, Brahma, Aikya. These are again heard words. That I have understood that the entire Vedanta is trying to tell us only one thing. And what is that? Is it going to say, no, Brahma is Satyam Jnanam Anantam? That is what Vedanta is trying to say. That Atma is what? Is in me. Is this what Vedanta is trying to say? Atma is in me? Yes or no? I am Atma. Okay, I am Atma. Is it what Vedanta is trying to say? I am Brahman. It is nothing but the simple fact, Aham Brahmasmi. And this is to be understood. Any text says anything of Vedanta, the final goal is to tell you what? Tattvamasi Aham Brahmasmi. You get the point. That is the whole sum total. Will any Vedanta text tell you differently? If anything is spoken differently, it is trying to explain what? What? Aham Brahmasmi. So however much you study, end of it, what should you think about it? When you hear Atma is Nirvikalpa, Nirakara, Akhanda, what should you understand? What? That I am. Is it okay? Brahma is this and the other. The whole creation is made like that. Atmanaha Akasha Sambhuta. When I hear that from Atma, Akash has come, and from Akash, Vayu, Agnihi, Agnir, Apaha, etc., etc. The whole creation is described beautifully. What is Vedanta trying to tell you? When Vedanta is explaining the whole creation, what is Vedanta trying to tell you? Say it loudly, say it boldly, don't worry, at the most will be wrong. No big deal. When it is saying there is creation from Atma, Akash has come, Akash, this has come, everything. What exactly is Vedanta trying to tell you? See, if you say Aham Brahmasmi, that's again heard. You've not really understood this. What exactly is it trying to tell you? Absolutely right. That everything is nothing but Atma. Why? Because Atmana Akasha Sambhu. Everything is nothing. Now again, what will happen? Those who did not, you all will write it down. Means what? Now next time I ask you, what is the meaning of this? What will you do? You will repeat that. Then that is not it. This is the import. You should have come to this. That look, when Vedanta is telling us this creation is like that, that's what am I supposed to understand? In the beginning there was this, and everything is nothing but this alone, because there is nothing else except this. So anything that has come from that is nothing but that alone. This is the conclusion that I must come to, that Sarvam Brahmamayam. Sarvam Atmamayam. Is that understood? Now what will happen? Normally what will we do? We will write it down. Why? Because the teacher said it. So next time what will happen? Again the teacher will say something. Then again what will we do? We'll write it down. Then in the discussion what will we do? We will repeat it. Are you understanding? If you do that, then that means what? Shravana is not perfect. What the teacher is trying to tell you, when you have understood that, then you have done Shravanam. Okay. Now if the Shravana is not done, Tatparya Nirnaya is not done, then on what will I do Mananam? Puranjada. If the Tatparya Nirnaya itself is not done, then on what will I do Mananam? So therefore, first the Shravana must. So therefore, should we do listening? Yes, we should do listening. But how should we be doing listening? To get the Tatparya Nirnaya. Is that okay? Please nod your head if you have understood. So that listening itself has to be of that nature. Otherwise, what happens? We just keep on. That is why Grantham Abhyasa, and then the important word, Medhavi. Medhavi means the person has intelligence enough to understand the Tatparya. Once you've got the Tatparya, then Grantham, the what? Tyajet Grantham Asheshata, then this is not required. Then you have, this is what the Vedanta is trying to tell you, this is what the Guru said, this is what it exactly means, my experience is this, and then you, what do? Grantham Asheshata. Till that time, we need the Granthas, we need the study. Very clear? So how to make it an accepted? First, the understood knowledge must be perfect, then the, what? It happens. Okay. I'm not saying, see, there are many things. The basic fundamental thing is Aham Brahmasmi, that is it. And then all these other things. There are many realizations that happen as you listen to Vedanta. Is it understood? Many realizations. Many things are understood. Oh, this is exactly what it means. Oh, this is what it means. Oh, that is what it means. And I'm telling you, all of you during listening have had your ah moments. Have you or have you not? From the first time you started listening, how many ah moments have you had? And so many times, even now, as you listen, you say, ah. Do you say that or not? Not loudly, but don't you say that? Yeah, oh, that is what it meant. Oh. And it's so interesting, every time you listen, you find what? Something else getting. Many times, so we forget what we have concluded. So the second time the ah is there. But otherwise, what happens? It's just something clicks. It says, ah, that's what exactly it meant. This is what it actually was trying to say. I didn't get it as clearly that time as I got it now. I've heard this text before, but I didn't understand exactly what this was. Has it happened? So all that will happen. That's a good thing. That's exactly what is required. That's called what? Tatparya Nirnaya. Whatever the teacher is trying to say, you've understood the import. Whatever the Grantha is trying to say, you've understood the import of it. But remember the word Grantha and the word Granthi. Granthi means what? Not. Grantha means book. What happens? The Grantha should not become a Granthi, one more Granthi. Have you understood? And Granthi is a person whose lot of Grantha who has got is got Granthi. So we become a possessor of what? Lot of Granthas. So we are what? Granthis. So we don't have to become what? That is why the importance is why are you studying? This is called Sadhana Sadhya Vivek. What? That is why the first day itself I said, this for me is what? It is a means. Grantha is what? Means. That's it. So, the example is very beautifully given over here. One who wants dhanyarthi, who wants the rice, who doesn't want the paddy, who wants the rice. That is why two important things come in this particular shloka. One is the ability to do vivek between sadhana and sadhya. This is the goal. Why do I want to study Vedanta? Why? Not to become a scholar, A. Not because I have nothing else to do, B. Not that this is also one of my interests, C. I like gardening. I like, many people tell me, Swamiji, I like gardening, I like cooking, and I also like, and spirituality also. Swamiji, I'm interested, I'm very interested. That's okay, that's fine only, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely fine. I'm saying if you want to have realization, then, very clear? Then, otherwise it's okay. To have an interest is fantastic, fantastic. Nothing wrong with it. Swamiji, I am interested in attending all camps. Good or not? Come on. Many of you are saying yes because you are one of them. Yes, Swamiji. More the camps? What? Why? Because 7 days I don't have to do. Everything teacher does. I just have to enjoy the talks. Yes or no? Grantham tyajet asheshata. This is, Vivek Chudamani says it beautifully. He says, Avijñāte pare tattve shastradhistu nishphala. Vijñāte api pare tattve shastradhistu nishphala. If I have not realized the truth, then all the granthas I have read are what use? And if having understood and realized the truth, then these serve no more purpose. It's like after crossing the river, what do I do with the boat? Do I carry the boat with me? No, is it understood? So therefore, people who are teachers, like, then we need to keep the book with us also, the boat also. Why? Because we have to go one more trip. But our trip should first get over. Not that we carry loads and all that. We never cross over. We just keep going. What? And that is also another useless exercise. Are you understanding? I never cross over. But what do? I come up to the end. Then I go back and pick up more people. Then I come up to here. Then I what? Then I become, are you understanding the difference? Please relate to all these things. Nah, I have to what? Go on the shore, enjoy that. Then I said, oh, I have someone else is there. Okay, fine, sit back in the boat. That's what Gurudev did, that's why we are here, right? If Gurudev had not done that, he already had crossed, he was far away out. Then he realized, array, I must give this knowledge to. So what did he do? Went back into that boat and so this is very important. Now, there's one more question about the Jiva, Ishwar, Jagata and Brahma. How they are all related, and the example given was what? Of the ocean. Once. Now, we all know the ocean, we are all familiar with it. What does the ocean have? Waves. But the waves are where? Surface or the bottom? Surface. Right. By the way, are you aware? Waves don't travel. We have this notion that waves travel. No? Especially when we see them as though coming. Waves don't travel. They rise in this place and they go back in the same place. What do they look? One wave has come and then it has gone. Nothing. Waves don't go anywhere. They come here and then this. Then the other comes and each wave is only in that same place. Huh? It doesn't travel. Swamiji, what are you talking? Ask Google Mata. Or go to the ocean and see. Interesting it is. What happens is one wave when it rises, that you say, it looks like tsunami, na? It's pushing the what? Other water with it, and then this whole thing happens. Wave when it comes. Anyway. So there are how many waves? Millions of waves. But the waves are on the surface. Isn't there more below the surface than just on the top? Yes. So there is nothing. It's still and all, right? The water. Now, if you've understood that, now, what is a wave made up of? It is water. What is the depth of this made up of? Water. Ocean, what is the meaning of the word ocean? Ocean means all waves and all water. Is it okay? All the depth also? All that is ocean. Ocean is this full, huge thing. Is there any wave or any water outside of that ocean? No, it's all. I'll give it through an example better. There was a girl in Vadodara. She's born and brought up over there. She's never gone, so she's never seen an ocean. So she went to Bombay, and then she was told, there's an ocean over there. So she went to her relative's place, and she was so eager. You'll be able to see the ocean from their window. You can see the ocean. So she was very eager. She went to the balcony, and she looked out and all. And she, very disappointed, she came back. She says, there is no ocean. Arey, what are you seeing? You're saying that is only water. So what is it? She is what? She is seeing the tattva behind the ocean. Is that okay? What did she see? Did she see the water? Did she see the waves? She saw the waves, but what she saw in and through the waves was what? Water. Is it not true? The bubble and the foam and everything is nothing but what? Water. So similarly, Brahman is the water, wave is the jiva, you and me, and the innumerable other what? Creation of, this is all the waves in different forms, the whole creation. Yeah. And ocean is Ishvara, much more than all the jiva and all that. So much of potential which is still unmanifest. Is it okay? But actually jiva, Ishvara and Jagat are nothing but what? Same Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva alone. Is it okay? What is supposed to happen when we study Vedanta? What is supposed to happen? Who is studying Vedanta? Quick answers. Quick. Simple answers. Simple question, simple answers. Who is studying? I. I am studying Vedanta, right? Who is the I that is studying Vedanta? Who is the I? I, the Jiva, right? I, the Jiva, is studying Vedanta. Why am I studying Vedanta? To know the truth. And what is the truth that this Jiva, Mr. Jiva, is going to know? That I am Brahman. So this I, that is Brahman, is what? The Jiva is Brahman, or Atma is Brahman? Or what exactly? Is the Jiva Brahman? Atma is Brahman. Is the Jiva Atma? I'm asking all these questions just not for anything, just to, because this is a question, a genuine question. Why on earth will the Jiva want to know Brahman? Very nice question only. Why should the Jiva want to know? Because it knows that it is going to die. No one is suicidal. And this Jiva is doing an apparent what? Suicidal act by knowing what? Its own true nature. So why on earth will the Jiva want to do this? There's more behind the Jiva. Who wants to know but there's more behind Jiva? Jiva. Why? Every time the Jiva maintains itself. Remember what we said in the Upasana and all. The only time that the Jiva has to die is in knowledge. No other time. Even you do Upasana, you do Bhakti, you do anything, your Jiva happily remains maintained. Is it true or not? That is why in the Bhakti Shastra, if you remember, finally, what? It was said, how do you know the God? Atmataya. Remember yesterday's Guruji's talk? Only then is what? Bhakti complete. Got it? So when that happens, what happens to the Jiva, Mr. Jiva, Atmataya, when you know it, what happens to the Jiva? Finished, na? So why on earth would anyone want to commit suicide? So why should I know? I don't want. I want to. And then you see this Jiva will go, and this is the one that goes around, family life and all that. And if that Jiva dies, what will happen to my wife, my job, okay? So what do I do now? Now, I'll ask you a question. Do you want to commit suicide? Not as a body, huh? Please. Do you say, I want to know, even if I have to die, I don't mind? Who will say that? Most of us are saying it because we don't know. We think this is a good thing to say. Think about it. See, this is also another thing you've heard. Exactly. When I realize, what do I realize? After realization, supposing you say it has died, die, then there would have been no living masters. Yes or no? Because there's no one to say I at all after that. But then you have a Gurudev who used to say, I am coming, I am giving a lecture, I am having a... Did he say that or he didn't say? After that he started saying body is coming, body is going. Did he start doing like that? Did he say I am coming? Then which I was he referring to? Can Brahma come? Can Brahma go? Can Brahma have yajnas? Then which is that I that he was referring to? That means what? Not a what? Realize, don't say it like that. Don't be sentimental about it. Don't worry. For me, he is my Sadguru. So nothing this will be said about him. Are you understanding what I'm saying? We have to be. So what do you mean by that? When you say we die, what we are actually talking of is we falsify the ego. We understand that it is only a imagination. Okay. Do we all want to do this exercise, everyone? You have to say yes or no. For anything, you have to be alert. See, I'm giving you all these things. If it's just going to be okay, one more thing. And by the way, anyone who is sitting like that, please open up your hands. I don't allow anyone to sit like that in my lecture unless you have a back pain. Only if people who have back pain, this is a support for them, that's okay. Otherwise, open up your hands, everyone. Because this body language is very strong. Anything else can lie, but the body never lies. So therefore, and don't sit like that also, it's tight like that. Just open up your hands, everyone. Just open up your hands. Sit freely. Okay, fine. Ready, everyone? Now, I want you to do something. You have been told 100 times now, you are not the body, you are not the body. Have you been told? Yes or no? Okay, now. But I want you to do something different. I want you to, what? Realize you are the body. What? See, there is an I and there is a body. Okay? You are saying, I am not the body. I am telling you to what? Think, I am the body. Get this experience. Why are we having this experience? I am not the body. Have the experience what? I am the body. This experience, I am the body. Try. Forget about I am not the body. I am the body. See, the I and the body must both be in the first person. You understand now what I mean by that? When you say I am Sunita, means what? I and Sunita is both in the same person. You understand? I know Sunita means what? I and Sunita, I am in first person, Sunita is second person. Have you understood this point? Now what are we going to do? I and body, same person. First person. Okay. Come on. I am the body. Okay, how many of you could experience I am the body? Please put up your hands. Come on, don't worry, you don't have to feel bad about it or good about it. I am the body. How many of you could experience the I am the body? How many of you could not experience I am the body? Why did you not experience I am the body? Neela Ben, can you tell me? Exactly. Anyone who said that I experience I am not the body, did not experience I am the body, did not experience I am the body, because you always knew the body. You never was in the first person. Are you understanding this point or not? You knew the body. You always felt the body. You always became aware of the body, but you never, ever can experience what? I am the body. What? Once more. What? Come on. You can never. No one in the whole universe has ever, in the past, in the present, in the future, can ever, I can keep saying ever forever. Why? I want it to get into your head how important what I'm talking is. What? I am saying something which is terrific. If it happens, Ram Ram. It doesn't happen, Ram Ram. Don't write down, just realize it. What? I have never experienced I am the body. What? I have never experienced I am the body. And something I have never experienced, and yet I go with it all the time. Is it true or not? At the end of the lecture, what will you say? What will you say? I'm coming, I'm going. Will you say that or not? You will not say the body is coming, the body is going. Very clear? Something I have never experienced. And based on that never experienced thing, I live my entire life. That is called Maya. Are you understanding? When we understand Brahman, we have to first understand what is Maya. What is Maya? Something I have never experienced. Aghatita ghatna patiyasi. I have never experienced it. Ya, ma, sa, maya. All these wonderful things, 100,000 times all these bhaktas have said, and you've written it down, ya, ma, sa, maya, ya, ma, sa, maya. And you can quote also, what is Maya? Ya, ma, sa, maya. What is the meaning of that? That's something I have never, that which never existed. Something I have never experienced ever, and yet I go by it my entire life. You understood that? But now if I understand that, look, I am saying I am Vimalananda, I am saying I am a speaker, but I know I am not that because I have never experienced it. Ahahaha. What happened? You have caught Maya, you have destroyed Maya, you have realized I am not that. If you understood that. Here what do we say? I'm not a Mano, but I'm not. Hey Rama, you understand that. You understand the difference between understanding and accepting everyone. And then what happens? The falsified ego lives in the world. Who cares? It's the actor. Amitabh Bachchan plays the role of a beggar. What happens to him? Nothing. He goes home and lives in the luxury of his house. Is it true or not? What does it matter to him? He plays this role. He does all that he has to do, but he knows what? Understood? Will the ego then get scared of losing itself? No. It realizes I'm only going to be falsified. That same sansara will remain that same. What does it matter? It's a false thing. Are you with me, everyone? What a terrific thing. Something I have never experienced. And yet, with that I go. This is called Maya. What is Maya? Nothing but this. Terrific, hai na? Okay, But so many texts say so many different things, Swamiji. What exactly are they trying to do? Something I've already said. So next verse becomes easy to explain. Gavamaneka varnanam
Gavamaneka varnanam
Kshidasyapyeka varnata
Kshidasyapyeka varnata
Kshidavat pashyate jnanam
Kshiravat pashyate jnanam
Linginastu gavam yatha
Linginastu gavam yatha
Gritamiva payasi nigudham
Gritamiva payasi
Bhute bhute vasati vijnanam
Bhute bhute vasati vijnanam
Satatam manthayitavyam
Satatam manthayitavyam
Manasa manthana bhutena
Manasa manthana bhutena
Jnana netram samadaya
Jnana netram samadaya
Uddharet vannivat param
Uddharet vanhivat param
Nishpalam nischalam shantam
Nishkalam nishchalam shantam
Tad brahmahamiti smritam.
Tad brahmahamiti smritam.
There are different types of cows. In our country, we have the maximum number of species, local native cows that are present anywhere in the world. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Every place has its own special native cows. So many. In Rajasthan, you have big, huge cows with big horns, and then you have certain places they are small and they're tiny horns. Have you all seen all that? For us, India, we don't have to go anywhere to a poultry this way. On the road only we can see everything. That's the beauty of India. Someone asked me, what do you miss when you go outside of India? I said, I miss seeing cows. Because for a month or so when I was outside India, I never once saw a cow. So it's sort of, I was wondering why I was missing. And then I realized, Arey, Gomata ke darshan hi nahi hote. So different types of cows are there, but the milk is what? Same white colored. Is it true? So here also, how many different type of granthas are there, texts are there? But what is there? The import of that all is the same. That's what they're trying to say in this example. Okay. Ekavarnata. Ekavarna means color. Ekavarna. From all the different types of this, what is that? If we are talking about Advaita Vedanta, then what are we saying? The same truth. Okay. Whether I take this one, this speaker or that speaker. We are actually establishing what? That same one single truth. Very clear? If I talk of Bhakti Yoga, what am I trying to establish? Something different or same? Same. Will you remember? If I am talking Karma Yoga, what am I trying to establish? Bolo. Same. Having understood, Linginasta Gavayatha says, now how do I get to this? How do I realize this? So, two beautiful examples are given. Nowadays, people don't do that at home. We buy ghee also ready-made and everything. But in the good old days, in almost every house in India, we used to get milk and we would take out the, cream. And then what do? We keep it for a few days and then we churn it and we get what? Butter and all. And then the water you take out and then the butter you heat, and then you get what out of it? Ghee. And so almost all of us use homemade ghee. Even some of you must be doing it even now. And we all say also when people go, homemade, hamara ghar ka banaya ghee hai. That always we say, ghar ka banaya, it's a homemade ghee. Right, we do that. So that much even in the type of milk that you get, still this cream will come, isn't it? Even if it's a, so maybe. Now, there is a process. So, was there ghee in the milk? Yes. But how was it? Was it available? No. It had to go through a process. A big process was there. And then what happened? And if you have cows and all, our ashram we are very fortunate. We have cows and we have what? So, the smell of the ghee itself is different. The taste of the ghee is different. So, is it there or not? In the milk itself, it is there, but it is in avyakta form. It is not manifest. The process there, and once you do the process, it comes out in all its beautiful flavor. Similarly, this texts have the knowledge or not. The Guru's words have the knowledge or not. Yes, they have the knowledge, but what has to be done? It's a process. That process is called what? Mananam. You understand? It's called Mananam. This process. And then what will happen? This is said, Manthayitavyam. Satatam. Again, the word is what? When should you do it? Satatam. Every few days they make ghee, na? Bolo. Every few 2-3 days, one ghee. Similarly, what should we do? Satatam. And I'm telling you now, it happens. Someone told me they were, after doing our course, 2 years of course and all that, and that time, interestingly, it always ends with Brahma Sutra, Mandukya Upanishad and all. And after that, what happens? The next 5 years, no one ever touches any Upanishad. Forget about Brahma. Is it true or not? Because everyone wants only talks on Bhaja Govinda. Have you noticed that? Nowadays, really, literally, no one. They ask me also, first of all, we used to have 7 days yajna and all of that, right? 9 days and all. Now they tell only, Swamiji, 3 days podam. 3 to 5 days maximum. And that also, Swamiji, some interesting topic. So what topic should be there? What? Success, story of success. Is it true or not? Some word success should come, some, is it? And morning class? No morning class, Swami, no one comes. Have you heard all of this? Hello? No one, only evening and some general topic. Oh, what will happen? So now what will you do? That is why camps have become now more popular. The minute you announce camp, everyone gets full. Yajna, no one comes. होता है कि नहीं? हाँ बोलो ना. होता है तो होता है सब कुछ होता है. All the brahmacharis are they are vigorously nodding. And otherwise online is so easy to switch off the speaker, right or not? इधर ध्यान नहीं रहता है तो ऑनलाइन कहाँ किसका ध्यान रहेगा? So, what is that? Swami, it's so difficult to go and okay, yes, I understand everything. Pandemic, Swami, very good it happened. We used to do 5 classes a day. How many people have told me that? What? 1 class, that much we have never heard. Very good. And I used to keep on wondering, how are they listening to so much? Will they not get what? I mean, I would have got, like buzz. But no one, everyone very happy. 1 class after the other, and then they'll say, no, this time this class is there, now this is that class. Arre, wow. And what happened? Satatam Manthayitavyam. That is why we should listen for realization. We should study for realization. We should speak for realization. Is it okay? Yam eva esha vrunute nayam atma pravachanena labhyaha. Again we will start quoting. Pata, 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 pata. We are so good at quoting, na? I have to start and immediately you all will complete. Nayam atma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahudha shrutena. And what is said? Na bahudha shrutena. Yam eva esha vrunute tena labhyaha tasya esha atma vivunute tanam swam. Remember, 40 years I have been talking. So don't you think I can quote anything under the sun? Big deal. Are you understanding what I am speaking? Said. Na bahudha shrutena. See, it doesn't mean you don't listen a lot. It means you listen with what? Varana purvak shravana. Yam eva esha vrunute. Underline that part of it. It is realized only when you choose. So first is you do vivek of what is sadhan, what is sadhya, and you listen with what? Varana. I choose that. Remember what Guruji said? God alone. Remember, we've talked, in fact, did you realize how Guruji's yesterday's talk was morning class and the question answer sessions? How much of it got repeated? Did you see that? Yam eva esha bhavate. So therefore it is said, Satatam manthayitavyam. Manasa manthana bhutena. With that rod of the mind and the rope of the knowledge, you got Satatam manthayitavyam. And what happens? In the good old days, they used to not have just fire by lighting a matchbox. They would, especially if it's for a yajna and all, they would have 2 cups, aranim it was called. 2 cups, one at top and bottom, and then there was a rod and you kept on churning, rubbing, churning, whatever, and then what used to happen? If you have watched it, it's quite an interesting process. Have you actually watched? Or it's just an example that has been given to you? Actually, when you watch, it's interesting. And then they'll put a little bit of cotton and something, so that gets a spark. But you have to be very, very careful at that time. It can, because just a spark, it can, blow. Then again you have to keep doing till you get that spark. Then if you overfeed it, problem. You have to just feed it right. And then what we do with a lot of words we keep putting and the fire goes off. Okay? So you have to just take something, take one thought and then start. Where? How? Go deep. Take out all other words, take out all other, just focus. How, why, what? Satatam manthayitavyam. And then what happens? Vanni, the fire comes. And what is it, fire? He says, I get to know. Nishkalam, nishchalam, shantam, tad brahma, ahamiti smritam. I understand that I am that Shanta Brahma, which is Nishkala, Nischala, etc. Ahamiti smritam. What does fire do? Burns everything. What is this Jnana Agni supposed to do? Jnana Agni Basmasat Kurute. Destroys all our vasanas and our ignorance. That is what. Okay. The very last verse of this Upanishad, mantra of this Upanishad. Sarva bhutadhivasam yat.
Sarva bhutadivasam yat.
Bhuteshu cha vasatyapi.
Bhuteshu cha vasatyapi.
Sarvanugrahakatvena.
Sarvanugrahakatvena.
Tadasmyaham vasudevah.
Tadasmyaham vasudevah.
Tadasmyaham vasudeva iti.
Tadasmyaham vasudeva iti.
This first line is beautiful. What is this Brahma? Sarva Bhuta Adhivasaha. It is the resting place or the abode or the address of what? All jivas. Where do you all live? Swamiji, Cochin. Then what? Trivandrum. Then here what says? Sarva Bhuta Adhivasaha is one only. What is it? Vasudevaha. We all live where? It's very interesting. In Gujarati, for caste, they use the word nath, subcaste and all. So many times they ask me, Swamiji, tamari nath kai che? What is your nath? So I said, your nath is my nath and that is Jagannath. What a different nath. There's no two nath. There's only one nath. Isn't it? No. Where do you stay? Where do I stay? No. Where do we all stay? At least forget about this Vasudeva. We stay on this earth, is it true? Stay in this. Adhivasaha. And we all stay in our body, right or not? This is actually our home. Many times people ask me, what is your permanent address? Because when I travel a lot, what is your permanent address? So I used to joke and say, my bag, because that's the only thing that used to go with me, because everything else, place I go. But actually, what is the thing? this body, I take that with me everywhere. But where does this body reside? In what does it reside? I can, if I want to say Panchamahabhut, is it true or not? In this Panchamahabhut only I am staying. Akash Vayu. But where do these Panchamahabhutas exist? The Panchamahabhut exist in what? Existence. Is it true or not? You also exist in existence. I exist in existence. You exist in, all of us exist in what? So what is our permanent abode? Permanent address? Existence. That is our permanent address. Sarva Bhuta Adhivasaha. And then Bhuteshu api vasati. In every being, what is there? That existence is there. I am. Don't we say that? I exist everywhere and everyone exists in I. Sarva bhutastham sarva bhutani chatmani. This is a very famous statement. The beauty and the this of it, depth of it. Please take this one statement and keep on thinking. Can you do that? These are all things you have to pick up. And then, I'm going to think about this. Today I'm going to think about this. Okay? What? Sarva bhuta adhivasaha. How can I say that everything is in me? How is it possible to say everything is in me? When I sit to meditation, for meditation, what do I say? What? Everything is in the mind, and what the mind is in? So what? Where is everything? Remember the first day's talk, everything is in me. And the mind is also in me. Were it not for I, there would be no mind. And therefore everything is where? And then, when you open your eyes and go around, what? Do you remember? Even in the Bhakti, same talk, what? Siya Rama mein sab jaga jani. I see where? My own self in all. Everything in me and me in Sarva Bhuta Adhivasaha. How do we understand that? Okay. What is this? Krishna. It's a beautiful idol. You should see it close. It's really beautiful. Is beauty there in this idol? Come on, quick answers. It's a beautiful idol, no? Okay. So I will take the beauty, you take the idol. Impossible? Beautiful. What is the word? Beautiful. Means what? It is full of beauty. Very clear? Every bit of this has beauty. Everything which is beautiful has beauty, but beauty is not a thing. Easy to understand? What? Everything which is beautiful is what? Full of beauty, but beauty is not a clear. Everything exists. Yes, everything is full of existence. Yes or no? But existence is not a thing. Clear. Give me existence. Can you do that? No. But we realize what? Everything is existence. It's full of existence. Top, bottom, everything exists. In existence. And when I know I am that existence, then everything exists in me. Is it okay? Sarva bhuta divasam yat bhuteshu api vasati. And how will I understand this? It says, anugraha, sarvan anugrahakatvena. So what does Bhagwan do? How does Bhagwan bless us? By what? Existence. My entire existence depends on what? Existence. My life depends on what? Bolo. Existence. All my dear ones depend on what? They exist. That's why they're dear. Right or not? If they didn't exist, would they be dear? What I love is because it exists. Anything in the world. So does it all exist in existence? Do I exist? Yes. So everything exists in existence, that I, without which nothing can exist. I am that existence without which nothing can exist. क्या बात है ना? This is Mahavakya. I am that existence. Aham Satchidananda. Okay. Vasudeva, it's called Vasudeva. Why is it called Vasudeva? Vasudeva, immediately what do we think? Vasudeva Krishna. No, here Vasudeva what? Vasu means, Vasa means existence. Deva means that which is shining, Jyotanatma, consciousness. So Vasudeva, the meaning of the word Vasudeva is what? Existence, consciousness, Sat, Chit. So Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Remember Gita says that, same word, the meaning is that. Not Vasudeva means that Krishna. In the language of bhakti, you will say what? In the language of jnana, what will you say? Existence? The story is given over here also, and I love that story. It's my favorite story. That Poundrak. You know, in Bhagavad, the story of Poundrak is very humorous also. Poundrak said, I am Vasudeva Krishna. And that actual Vasudeva Krishna, he is a fake. And he started believing it so much. And then it became a joke. And everyone started telling him, you know, because people are like that. Now, if something like that is fun, na? But that Vasudeva Krishna has 4 hands and you only have 2. So he made artificial hands and he stuck them on himself. So he used to go around the streets with those 2 hands stuck like that and his 2 original hands. And he would go, I am Vasudeva Krishna. That fellow is a fake. I am Vasudeva Krishna. It went on for some time. People told Bhagavan also, he says, let it be, what does it matter? He says, no, he's doing this and all that. Then after some time, Bhagavan came and what? Destroyed him. He merged with God, that's what they say. Now, interesting. What is interesting? He kept on saying what? I am Vasudeva Krishna. I am Vasudeva Krishna. Isn't it beautiful? I am Vasudeva Krishna. I am. Initially, though, it may have been just a what? Without any understanding. Without any this. He knows that it's a fake. And yet he says, I am Vasudeva Krishna. And slowly it became so much that he started what? I am that. And what happened? Bhagavan destroyed means what? His Jiva Bhava has gone and he what? Merged with that. Started as a fake. And what happened to him? Kya baat hai na? Let's do that na. Fake it na. Till you make it. What? What? Fake it till you make it. Like Poundra. What a lovely thing. Fake it. Who cares? He understands, na? That is called Samvadi Brahma, Asamvadi Brahma. I can use lots of technical words. Remember, because I've learned them all. I don't like to use technical words because it's no point. Just to, what is the meaning of that? Now, if Poundrak had said, I am Ravan, what would have happened? Kaunsa, no, he wasn't this Krishna time. So Kaunsa, I am Kaunsa, what would have happened? It would have been different, na? Where would he have reached? But he said what? I am Krishna. You're understanding the difference. So even when I say, if I say Aham Brahmasmi, not just as a repetition, initially it would be just a repetition, but then slowly with the meaning, with the this, and I connect to the meaning, then what happens? I do understand. So this is called Samvadi Brahma. Doesn't matter, it's a Brahma. Initially though, it's nothing but it's just a made up thing. But what happens? Slowly what happens? Aham Brahmasmi. Very clear? Vasudeva. Tad asmi aham Vasudeva iti. With that what happens? This grantha, this medium as is over. But now what should happen? Follow. What should happen? Mother should happen. Okay? See, this Granth only said everything, okay? I did not. But what is this? No, this Granth said Manthayitavyam. Vasudeva ahamasmi iti. What will we do? We will read the what? Shanti mantra once more. Yeah, and the first verse. We'll first read the first verse and then we'll end with the Shanti mantra. Let's read the first. Mano hi dvividham proktam.
Mano hi dvividham proktam.
Shuddham cha shuddhameva cha.
Shuddham cha shuddhameva cha.
Ashuddham kama sankalpam.
Ashuddham kama sankalpam.
Shuddham kama vivarjitam.
Shuddham kama vivarjitam.
Om bhadran karne vishnuyama devaha. Bhadram pasye makshabhiryachatraha. Sthirairangaihi stuštuvagam sastanubihi. Yashema devahitam yadayuhu. Swasti na indro vrittashravaha. Swasti na pusha vishwavedaha. Swasti nastakshyo arishtanemihi. Swasti no brihaspatirdadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Hari Om.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Kayena vacha manasendriyarva buddhyatmana va prakrute svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. Narayanayeti samarpayami. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.